In this video, I'm going to show you how to take a photo like this, with a few things that you can find easily around your house. Are you curious? Cause Misa curious. Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sean Misa, and I create videos about photography, videography, and occasionally do some gear reviews. So if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe with the notification bell turned on so you can be updated when I upload new videos. So a good friend of mine, Derek, he asked if I can go ahead and create a video about light trails. So in this video, I'll show you how I took and edited this light painting photo. All you'll need is your camera, a tripod, and some sort of light. For me, I had the squeeze light. And if you want to add some color, I cut little strips out to cover the light so that way I can have multiple colors to work with. This shot was taken with 5 photos layered in Photoshop. So that way I don't have to draw all these within 30 seconds and trying to be quick. So first thing you want to do is obviously wait until it's dark. Or you can go to a dark room so that way you can see the lights when taking the photo. Otherwise, they'll get really blown out. Once I set up my camera and the tripod, I set my exposure at 5 seconds. That way it gives me enough time to draw out my idea. For you, you may want to go ahead and experiment to see what's the best time. It might be 2 seconds, it might be all the way up to 10 or even 30 seconds. After that, I set my focus for manual focus so the autofocus doesn't constantly adjust on me while trying to take the photo. If I left it on, it would make it very difficult in post to edit since the background focus would constantly be changing. And one more thing. Remember to set up at least a 2-second timer so that way the camera doesn't shake when you press the shutter button. After that's all set, all that's left to do is to draw out your ideas with the light. If you want to do something similar to mine, plan out how you're going to draw it and when. So for me, I took a photo of the set with no light painting. That way I have a good base to work off of in Photoshop. So that's something I would recommend for you to do as well if you plan to go ahead and do something like a layer shot. So after I took the base shot, I took the fire, then I took the egg whites, then the yolk, and last, the smoke. And after you're done taking your photos, we'll go ahead and bring them into Photoshop and layer them. So the first thing we'll want to do is we'll go ahead and open up the photo in Photoshop, and then we'll go ahead and add the rest of them. And then just accept, and there we go. Now we have all of the photos here. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the fire photo. From here, I'm gonna go create a mask. So if you see here, it's this little icon. And what that one does is creates a little white box right next to your photo. This means it's creating a mask. For a quick little tutorial, whatever is in white will be shown and whatever is black will be hidden. So let's go ahead and get to the brush tool. On a Mac, it's gonna be Control and Option, and then left click and dragging it to the left or right is the resizing. Dragging it up and down is going to be how hard the brush is on the edges. I'll make sure that the black is on top, as you can see right here. That means I'm going to be painting with black. So I'm going to zoom into this photo so that way it'd be a little bit easier for me to work with. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and paint over here to essentially hide the light. And then I do want to keep some of this here as well, so I'm going to go ahead and select the areas that I want to keep. I want to keep that glow here. I think that glow would be kind of nice. And then over here, I think this glow is going to be really cool looking. Now what we're going to do is select your mask. Then on a Mac, it's going to be Command I. What that's going to do is going to invert everything. So everything that was in white will be black and vice versa. Here, we'll go ahead and turn off the fire, and then I'm going to turn on the egg yolk. So the reason why I did what I did is, you see how I have some of this extra light? This is from the reflection from the key, and I don't want that. I want to keep this one a clean image. What I really want is just this light from the egg yolk. So I'll do the same thing here. Create a mask, get my brush tool, just big enough to cover the light. Start painting that, and I think that's good. What I'll do again, Command I, and it inverts it. See how that's much a cleaner photo? If I turn on and off the mask, you'll see that it just creates a cleaner photo. It gets rid of all of this extraneous stuff in the background. So that way when I add the fire and the egg yolk, that looks pretty good right there. Or not the yolk, sorry, that's the egg whites. Alright, now let's go ahead and do the egg yolk. Show you how that looks all together. Let's turn those ones off. And the last layer. There you go. I mean, if you're satisfied with this, you can call it done. Me, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of clean it up a little bit. So I will go to the egg whites. Actually, no. I'll go to the smoke. So you see how the smoke is kind of covering here and it's showing a little bit of the black in between. I want to clean it up a little bit. So what I'll do is I will go over it with the black again. Black hides, white reveals. And then now I want to go ahead and bring this up a little bit so that way the smoke doesn't go directly there. Next we'll see that the egg yolk is kind of doing the same thing. I want it to be a cleaner cut around the light. So it looks almost as if this was layered at that same exact time. I think that's pretty much good right there. And there you go. Now you layered all of your photos. If you want to do a little bit more, you can. There's tons more you can do in Photoshop. I mean, I'll go ahead and do a quick little thing here. If you want to see a tutorial of how to do these things, just let me know. And there you go. And now we have the finished photo. And would you look at that? A beautiful light painting photo that almost looks like neon lights. You can easily do something similar with just one line and drawing for that one photo. So you don't have to do the layers like what I did. It's fun and easy to do. Plus, it gives you something to do during quarantine. Get creative and try some interesting shots. If you do decide to take some light painting photos, be sure to tag me at smisa27 right up here. If you found this video helpful, it'd be really great if you'd hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe with the notification bell turned on so you can be updated when I upload new videos. If you have another idea or something you'd like to see me cover, let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I hope you guys are keeping creative, safe, and healthy. Now, get up and be curious.